Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lord's Day. Thank you, Lord, for another day. And I'm just sitting, chilling, having my coffee. Just woke up about 15 minutes ago or so. Uh, let's clear something up for you YouTubers out there. Just because I go into a chat, don't mean I'm associated with anybody's channel. I don't know why we keep getting attacked for going in people's chats. But other than that, it was supposed to be a beautiful day today. And it's just cloudy out. Probably that hurricane brought all this stuff up. All this cloudy, crappy weather. Hey, good morning there, Ricky. I am just chilling today. Just chilling. Like a villain. And a villain and a villain and a chilling. Hey, what happened up there in Nova, Nova, I forget the name of it. Up there in Canada, they just had a giant storm, flooded out everything. Well, get used to it, folks. Nova Scotia. Yeah, that's it. Nova Scotia or something like that, Canada. Yeah, I imagine there might be some storms coming in. But, the news. I was watching the news yesterday and it's supposed to be beautiful. But I woke up this morning, we got some cloud coverage coming in. Maybe we'll get a storm. Maybe we'll get a storm or something. How's California doing? It's still there? I hear the flooding is it's unbelievable. The East Coast is next, I think they said, and then down south with storms. So we're okay up here up north so far. Really haven't had nothing bad going on. But if all things go well and the weather holds out, I'll be back to painting tomorrow again. That dollar. And if I can keep all these people from trespassing on me, I'll be doing good. Morning, Kiki. Case. I had to do a couple dishes. All right, so it's a glorious day, even though it's cloudy out, and still a beautiful day. Somebody is out there with they're burying something in the tree line. The heck are they doing? What in the heck? I don't know. I don't know. It's none of my business. Although it does look like a small body. Either that or a kilo of cocaine. Which that probably would make more sense. So, oh God, Lord, I asked you to bind these people that are trespassing on me and set them aside so I can get something done. All right, how's all your days going? Kiki, thank you for stopping in. Ricky Johnson, how you doing? Uh, Johnson's here. Of course, he's got to come in and try and create havoc, and ain't working. We're coming for them guitar channels, whether they like it or not. We're coming for them guitars, boys. All right. Like I said, next is East Coast with the storms. And I think we got a hurricane coming in, or a tropical storm coming in for Texas or the Gulf of Mexico or something. But they're saying it's supposed to go across Florida or something. And that could change. The weather's changing all the time. Has anyone seen any reports from California? I hear it's going to flood out there pretty. I imagine there's going to be landslides and everything, flooding and everything out there. There's more on the way. They're saying it's. I was watching a weather thing last night. And they're like, "This is good. There's a lot of activity going on." Yeah, I think it's that time of the year for these hurricanes and crap, storms. Hopefully, they got National Guard and everything ready. Nova Scotia got dumped on, man. I was watching Van Wives this morning, and it looked like they got dumped on. Well, what the heck are they doing over there? Dumping something. Other than that, how is everybody doing? Good? Ah, that's good. That's great. So we tracked some of the people that hacked my computer, thank God. Imagine the lawsuits will be coming. Ah, boy, oh boy. Well, I'm thinking of putting a fence up around the patio, the apartment. So it's got to be a freestanding fence. But I think I'm going to get a couple of them panels, them wood privacy panels, and put up around my. What's funny is they were trying to get me kicked out of here after I sunk money into this apartment, put a patio out there, made it look real nice and everything. Because somebody wanted my apartment. They're like, he's got a patio and steps going up into his thing. I'm like, yeah, I that was my own money. So I think maybe I will put up a fence so I can have some privacy. Tired of people peeping and tomming and looking in my windows at night. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens out of all this with these storms. Like I'm saying, I'm hoping that this cycle switches back. That's what the problem is. A lot of people are saying that we had something going on. Excuse me. Johnson says I'll be panhandling for euros. Nah, well, I don't think I'll have to do that. I don't think I'll ever run out of money. But other than that, it's a beautiful day out. Lord's Day. Lord, thank you for another day. Holy Father, forgive us for our sins. Although some of us just don't, we're just not into the sinning business anymore. Well, we all grew up and we got older and wiser and everything. But we're wondering to see what's going on, and you can't believe everything you hear with these meteorologists. It changes every day. Changes. Turn and face the crowd. Changes. All you crazy rock and rollers. So, what's your guys' plan today? Not too much. It's Sunday, day of rest. I might do some laundry. Oh, I just did laundry the other day. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to clean up around here. I need to get rid of this pine tree outside my door. It's dropping sap all. Oh, that's another thing. I need to call my insurance company and see if my patio furniture is covered under my insurance because it's covered in sap and from that dang pine tree. Whiskey bottles, brand new car, pine tree in my way. There's too much coke and not enough smoke. That smell. You know, I was watching YouTube yesterday, and they're saying now that they want to try and charge Alec Baldwin again. In that he pulled the trigger, God. You know, Alec Baldwin is not a weapons expert. He's not a pyrotech expert. He's not a special effects expert. He's not a ammo expert. He's an actor and a director. Why can't people get it through their heads that he hired a team of people or the production agency or whoever was doing the film to handle all that? So when he got the weapon put in his hand and told that it was safe to fire, that it had a dummy round in it, he believed the professionals, you know. And now they want to say, nah, well, he. Bottom line, folks, is he is not the movie production company. They hired all these people. Even if Alec Baldwin was calling the shots and ran the production and the movie and everything, he still hired somebody to do that job. Why? Because Alec Baldwin is not a weapons expert. He's not an expert. That's why you should never use real weapons on a set. That's the same way Brandon Lee died. Many actors have died that way in the past. Why? Because the ammo, the dummy ammo, looks just like real ammo. It's very hard to tell the difference unless you flip it over and read the small little print on the casing. If it's a dummy round or not. And even they make dummy rounds at the same place that they make live rounds. So sometimes live rounds get mixed up with dummy rounds. So for them to say it's Alec Baldwin's problem, I find it just idiotic, right? He was there to do a job. They gave him the weapon. They said it was safe to fire. He pointed the weapon, pulled the trigger. And people are like, well, he pulled the trigger. He should have known. No, he don't need to know. That's not his job. to know he's an actor. When you hire somebody to build a home for you or do a job for you, you think they know what they're doing. If they don't, then they don't. But I just find it crazy. It's just another thing to try and suck up our justice system time in court, and just a waste of money, if you ask me. I wouldn't even bother bringing them into court. Why ain't they going after the special effects guy that was hired to do the job, which they've had trouble with that company in other films? Why ain't they going? Why? Because that guy don't have the money Alec Baldwin has, so they want to put everything on Alec Baldwin. Why? Because he's got money. Plus, they had insurance, so the insurance will cover all that crap anyways, even if they do get sued. I don't know. It's just numerous things that I find a waste of time, a waste of money. Other than that, anything going on, folks? Anything big other than the storms? Very quiet and peaceful out right now. Very calm and peaceful. I don't even hear any birds out there. Then again, they might have all migrated. Yeah, pretty peaceful out there. I'm not even hearing any birds chirping or nothing. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I'm thinking about knocking down or building a hallway from my front door to the one across and just making this one big unit, one big giant unit. I don't know. So, what is on the world's agenda today? Folks, make sure you check out the big four Sunday channels: Ida's Farm, Van Wives, or I think there's five of them, Hannah Lee Dugan, Ida's Farm, Hannah Lee Dugan, Van Wives, and One Woman's Wilderness. Oh, and there's a Wild Off Grid woman too that I watch on Sundays. Morning rituals. I'd like to take this time to you to all of our sponsors out there, all of our followers. When the world has gone crazy, there's no hope in sight. Take one of these little pills and everything will be all right. When the world just seems like it's a giant toilet, no fair. Take one of Johnny's pills and be afraid no more. La, la, da, 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 da. So Johnson, your computer got hacked and you're being tracked. Well, a couple of these people are being tracked. What gives with that, Johnson? I don't know. Rumor has it they want you. La, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. La, da, 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 da. Do, do, do. La, da, da. Rumor has it, whoa, and we might be getting 60, 70-degree weather up here for winter. I can handle that. I can dig that. I could do without the 8-foot drifts of snow. Well, look at my little buddy has showed up. There's a dang squirrel sitting on my porch. Where'd he go? La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. Lord, I ask you to look after them people in California, on the East Coast and down south, and got a lot of rain and storms and stormy weather coming to your town soon. Stormy weather is something they all. Oh, let me get the records straight for YouTube records, court records, and government records. I did not make them videos about the real Griff. That was Anna. Right, they're trying to turn it around on me. I went into Griff's the other day. He's like, "Didn't you say that?" No, I repeated what I watched on YouTube. That don't mean I made the videos. People just putting things in people's mouths and stuff. Words in people's mouths. No, I didn't make them videos about you, Griff. All I did was repeat that. There's videos out there saying that you have a harem of women and you've been sending them on recon. trying to get info, photos, and all kinds of spy stuff, I guess. I didn't make them videos. I just watched it, reported on it. And that's all. I really don't care how many women you have. I don't care. Ain't nothing. It don't mean nothing to me. Ain't none of my business. I think a lot of people are upset because I won't get into their soap opera. But they've been using witchery, sorcery, voodoo on me. We're looking at the next target of Dubai. A lot of people now are telling people. I was watching a video last night, and they're saying don't listen to these prophets on YouTube or any of them. I watch a lot of church and a lot of these prophet things or whatever. And people are like, don't watch that crap no more. They're going to hell. So, yeah, they might be. They might be. In Jesus' name, thank God. Here comes that sun. Just when I think it's starting to come out there. Just when we're talking about don't listen to the prophets no more, and the sun pops out. That could be a sign from the Lord. Thank God. But it is a beautiful day, even though it's cloudy. Where'd that squirrel go? Nah, he took his nut and he went up in the tree. Stormy weather. So they hit my checking account again. The other day. Boy, they are just ripping the fuck out of me. Even the banks are involved in it. They are just stealing fucking blind from me. Unreal. Unbelievable. So I got to go to the bank tomorrow. Find out who I should have had over $100 and something in there. I've been paying everything with cash, so I know they're stealing from me. I think it's a gas station out here or something. Corrupt gas station that I go to. So, yeah, that's why I don't like America. That's why this has been going on. And it's going to continue to go on, folks, long after I'm dead. So I'll have to go to the bank again tomorrow and have them go after these people that have been stealing out of my account. I'm not on welfare, you Johnson. I don't know what's wrong with this dude or this woman or whoever it is, but I'm not on welfare, idiot. I worked my whole life. But they hit me for over $80. So, and I want to press charges. And I want to press charges against the bank too. Because they continue to, either it's somebody within the bank system doing it, or it's a hacker or something. I don't pay child support, Johnson. I don't know what the F is wrong with this dude, or this bitch, whoever she is, or him. But I don't pay child support. It ain't no child support garnishment. And quit using that as an excuse. And I really want to hit this bank. I really do. They consistently, this consistently happens. And I'm like, I'm not giving authority to anybody to take any money out of my checking account. And they continue to, oh my God, we're sorry. We'll check. No, you've been fleecing America for way too long with your FDICs and your protection at that bank. They continue to do this over and over again. Now, I want to tell you folks that because you folks screwed me over so bad, this country will continue to go down in flames. I'm sorry. And there are going to be more people being hurt. And I don't think anyone can really stop it. We are coming for these YouTubers, and we're going to try and create as much havoc as we can in this country until they stop listening to these idiots. Is there anything else you want to say, Johnson? This little town is corrupt. Farmer State Bank and many other banks have been caught stealing. So, deal with it. And you know what's really sucks is if you want to try and change your account to try and stop these people, the government says you can't do that. You have to go through all kinds of red tape to just get a new bank account. The system's broke. System's broke. We're not fixing it. Cause as much havoc as you can in this country. We're almost at election year, so people are going to be going nuts around here. And we will be firing upon these people. But it'll be glorious. They just keep fucking me. Stealing from me. You're a bunch of Nazi Jew bastards. I'm tired of praising the Lord. I ain't getting nowhere with him. Sometimes you just gotta, the Lord wants you to do things yourselves. That's what they're doing. You know what? If you stand up against these banks, they call the police on you and you get arrested, even though the bank is the one that's allowing these people to steal from you. When you go in there 50 fucking times and you tell them, do not let anyone take any money out of this account without authorization. Oh, we're sorry. Yeah, I bet you are. But I'm not going to let it ruin my day. We'll continue to destroy this country. Ah. Fuck you, Johnson. And your happy go little faggot town. You're not going to ruin my day. You know what we're going to do? I think we're going to start creating. You know, I used to be a pretty good chemist in my time. I used to be able to make some pretty good crack in my time. So much so, the big dogs would come and get me to have them cook it up for them. I think we're going to start putting this shit back out on the street. Mr. Trump said it was okay for us to, if we comply, we can go ahead and bring this stuff into the country and destroy the country even more. Of course, government, Congress, and everybody's with it. So it's obvious we got somebody within the banking system that is allowing these people to steal. So we'll have to find out what bank manager or bank teller. I'm thinking it's a teller. I actually think it's a cop, a state police cop that's doing it. He's been busting my balls. Motherfucker's shaking me down. He's got somebody in the banking system or something. Johnson, I think you came from Delphi or something. Are you one of them kiddie porn people, Johnson? One of them child molesters that are, I must have got too close to, and you're upset and attacking me because, did we kill one of your polygamous friends or something, Johnson? Why so angry? Are you from one of them guitar channels that think they're king shit? I don't know. Just let me know what your problem is. If we did kill one of your friends, one of your polygamous child raping friends, sorry. Let that be a lesson to you. Yep, I'm a racist. I'm everything you want me to be, plus a bang, a big boom, Johnson. If you continue to come to my channel, you will be racially destroyed, verbally destroyed. You're not going to ruin my day, Johnson. I slept just good. I slept just fine. And I'll continue to sleep just fine. You screw me, I screw this country. So you folks can blame the mass disasters and all the killings and everything on Johnson Incorporated. There you go, Johnson. I'm sorry I killed one of your little baby killers. Sorry I killed one of your polygamist Mason gang members or whatever it is. Sorry about that, but sometimes you got to do things, take drastic measures to get a point through to people. Sorry about that, Johnson. You might want to stay away from me and my channel, right? You can come in here. You've been harassing us for many years. You come in here and people finally have had enough of your crap and explode, and then you want to turn around and say you're making racial remarks. You're right. And you created this race war, Johnson. And I'll make sure we win this race war. We're going to win a lot of wars coming up here pretty soon. So I know for a fact somebody stole out of my account because I just checked it a couple days ago and I haven't used my card. So if somebody's doing something, it's got to be one of the gas stations around here. Got to be a gas station, or it's got to be somebody within the insurance company. I know it ain't my car payment. That comes out right away. So, yeah, I think somebody's doing something. I think it is a gas station out here. So, like I said, Johnson, I don't owe child support. So the more you keep saying that people are taking out and using that as an excuse, more people are gonna die, man. Good. I'm glad. Let them die. I can give two craps. I'm everything you want me to be. If you want me to be an idiot, I'm an idiot. You want me to be a racist, Johnson? I'll be the best racist I can be. But I'll be a racist towards you white people and you people that are causing this havoc. Many ways, that's what you've done to my people for many years, Johnson. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to shut down my bank account, security, and I'm done with Farmers State Bank. They've killed enough people, anyways, with the farmers. Folks have been eating poisoned food and you don't even know it. So it's somebody that has my banking information. It is a disgruntled worker for the bank, probably, or something, or somebody. I believe it's this cop, the little prick. He just won't leave me alone. Little prick. That's what I'm going to be calling him. State cop. Motherfucker jumps from police station to police station if he's a real cop. No, I'm gonna dump my money into another bank, and I'm going to do everything in my power uh, to get rid of that bank. Nah, I already kept money in my apartment before, and they broke in and took it and everything. And then we called the office, and they're like, "It ain't our problem," right? I'm like, "All right." Nah, here comes that sun. We are making way. I think we're killing the right people. The sun is a sign. Thank you, Lord, for another day. And forgive us for the sins that we haven't done but are being pushed to do. So either it's a YouTuber doing it or it's the bank, somebody within the banking system. I'm thinking it's probably a YouTuber that's been stealing from us. That is either somebody high up got connection. All I know is I'm tired of these people stealing from me. And here's the thing, the banks are so good. They make up fraudulent paperwork, and we have proof of that because they've been making fraudulent paperwork up for Trump and all the rest of these people. So we pretty much have all the proof that they're just stealing from me. There's no way around it. There's no judgment against me for anything. They're stealing from me, whether it be a hacker, whatever. And they're trying to make it sound like Johnson is their front man. Johnson's trying to make it sound like I owe child support, which I don't. So therefore, he's trying to put that seed into your people's heads. Uh, that's why they're stealing from it. They're not, folks. It's a lie. It's a lie. I have one child that the government acknowledges but wants to retest because they found out that the government and all the labs and everything was corrupt. A lot of you dudes are paying for kids that really ain't your kids. Sorry to say, America is really screwed, and I'm loving it. I'm going to leave this earth knowing that this country is done because of its people, society. Done. Thank God. At least I can die in peace knowing that people are going to die because they stole from me, poisoned me, and wrecked my life. I never gone out of my way to steal from somebody or anything, right? They have they tore up all the phone lines out here to put fiber. It's so screwed up. It's unreal. Yes, I hate America and everything it stands for anymore. It's religions, it's theory, the businesses that thrive from other people's demise. Yes, It would take an act of God to make me change my mind. But we got elections coming up. Hopefully we can change this or go into a massive war within America. Right? Like I said, I don't have no problem with China. I don't have no problem with Russia. I don't have no problem with any of them countries. They're not the ones stealing out of my pocket. America is. So I don't have a problem with China, Russia, Iran. I don't have Israel, Germany, any of them countries. Uh, they're not the ones stealing out of my pocket and my fellow countrymen. It's our own people in our own country. And another thing, you have to take the title of the greatest country in the world off of America, folks. It is not the greatest country. Quit listening to their brainwashing crap. You all been lied to. Sorry. Sorry you believed them. Here comes that son. Now all glory goes to God for that son. We are not going to reveal what country we are going to be labeling as the greatest country in the world. It is surely not America. And now the Lord has opened people's eyes to it. So tomorrow morning I will be heading down to the bank. I will be asking for all my paperwork for this whole month to see who's been double dipping. Now see these credit card companies, which they've been operating at LA Express, Marathon, and Sunco. These are all places that are corrupt, and they have a credit card machine in there. So it's obvious these people are working with corrupt people and the credit card machines. What they're doing is they're selling your credit card numbers to a corrupt organization, and therefore they're going back in. They're using the gas station's routing numbers to get into your account, and then electronically they pull it out of your account. I should have had $170 in there. And this goes back to why I don't fill up my gas tank. Whenever I go into these gas stations, they always say, you always put $5 in your card, you never fill up the tank. Well, that's because they want to get that $80, $100 transaction. So when they do go to take money out of your account, they can make it look like the gas station took the $80 out, right? You filled up your tank. What, you don't remember, right? That's the kind of stuff they use on you. You got to go after these. I've gotten into wars with some of these banks, and they always claim, well, we are protected by the government and the FDIC. I'm like, yeah, but you see, we got proof that your government that is protecting you is killing its own people and stealing quadrillions of dollars. And we keep bailing you banks out when you lose everybody's money because you're corrupt. And then we got to bail you out, just like we got to bail out the car companies, the airports, the train system, right? It's all a bunch of crap. And we're going to have this continue to happen, right? It's going to continue to happen until it don't. You don't want to know the real meaning of FDIC. And this is where the people of the United States government should stand up against the banks. You know, I went to war with Wachovia Bank over my fraudulent uh, mortgage that they wrote up or that they bought. And finally, I interrogated them so much that they finally admitted that they bought my mortgage in a mortgage package that they went through, and it was a fraudulent thing, right? It was supposed to be a fixed mortgage, but it was wrote up as a balloon mortgage. And somehow they said the paperwork got mixed up, that it should have been uh, a fixed mortgage, but somehow the paperwork got mixed up and it was a balloon mortgage. So I went to war with Wachovia Bank, called the FBI, and I'm like, these pricks are inside the bank and they're pulling a fast one. 1 month later, I'm sitting here watching TV. What popped up? Wachovia Bank was being raided by the federal government. That's the truth. Wachovia Bank. No, Mr. Trump, you've been saying you're going to get my money back, that these people have just been raping me, raping and pillaging. But you can't. The only way to get this money back is you got to take them out. You take enough of them out, government, they will give that money out. You target everybody. You got to target everybody. Make everyone a target. So I called the federal government, explained my situation. I have a disability. I bought a home, and it's supposed to be a 30-year fixed mortgage, and I got paperwork that's saying it's a balloon mortgage, and they keep raising my rent, and I can't pay for it. Uh, and it was supposed to be a fixed mortgage, but uh, this bank bought it, and then they sold it to this bank, and then they sold it to this mortgage company, and then they sold it to Wachovia Bank, and Wachovia Bank was just raising the rent crazy. It was just they were just why? Well, because they knew I couldn't pay for it. Therefore, I would have to foreclose on the loan. Therefore, they take over the property. And that's what happened. So I called the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and I let them know these people are scamming me. And no shit. A month later, I turned on the TV, and on the news, Wachovia Bank was being uh, seized by federal government agents. So it was a scam. They keep doing it. They just keep doing it. Right? Not only that, and then your your companies that you folks work for, they sell your social security number, your banking number, if you have your if you have it set up where your payroll check is automatically deposited into your checking account, when that corporation sells your information, they get your banking numbers. Therefore, boom, these guys now have access to all your bank and all your money. Right? Morning, Debbie. So that's the thing. It is not the greatest country in the world. I'm sorry that you folks were lied to. It is a hub for terrorists. It's the number one leading terrorist organization in the world is America. And they're all connected to the banks and government. Yeah, I stopped paying it. I was like, I'm done with this crap. It was a scam. But like I said, I do want to thank the FBI for raiding Wachovia Bank. I do want to thank them for that. Although I never got anything back, they're trying to claim they're like, we'll get you your property back. And I'm like, I don't want it. Hispanics moved in there and tore it up. You gave it to a Hispanic family. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. I want my money, 50 mil, large, 50 large. They're like, but that ain't the. I'm like, I don't care what they say. It's what I say. I'll shut down America. It's what I want, not what they decide they're going to give. It's what I want. Either they pay the toll or they're going to get invaded. So I do want to thank the federal government for watching all these scammers in my country. And if these banks and these mortgage companies can, they will rob you blind. And then they'll call the police on you and make it seem like you're the one that's harassing them. The system's broke. But I ain't going to let it rain on my day. It's a beautiful day. The squirrel. I woke up this morning, opened up the door, started doing a video. And there's a little black squirrel on my porch with a nut eating it. So you folks ain't going to wreck my day, right? So I've been watching my bank account. And now I got proof that somebody's in it. Yeah, Dad, the squirrel was out this morning. He was sitting right here on the porch. I think sometimes they just come and sit. I find that the birds, they'll come sit on the porch or sit on my whiskey barrel. When I'm talking or the TV's playing, and they'll just sit there. Sounds like the cicadas are out. So anyways, I do want to thank the federal government for that. I do want my money, like Trump was saying. That's why they went after Trump so much, was because Trump was on my side. And we did have proof of Smith Island and all these other, and Biden, the prostitution, the drugs, the corrupt payments and everything with Biden. That's why they went at me so hard. And that's why they went after Mr. Trump, because Mr. Trump was actually trying to save me. He knew these people were ripping me off, these companies and everything, the business. Uh, he knew they were using me as a voodoo doll, magic and witchery and all that. And most of all, he did know that the banks were screwing me. And that's why they went after Mr. Trump so hard. And that's why they went after so many people so hard, is because we caught them. They thought I was lying, and I was like, no, these people they're just evil. There's only one way to deal with them in this country. Once they found out I had a disability, they just were ripping me off like crazy. They were saying if I didn't go along with the program, that they'll take my Medicaid, Medicare away, my disability payment. So you just let them steal whatever. It's a racket, folks. Mob, whatever you want to call it. Biker gang. A bunch of whores. Whatever you want to call it. It's a racket. The government knew it was happening to me. And that's why they went after them guys, because they did stand up for me. As I stood up for them. So it is a church town. Most of these people do belong to a church, even the people that work at the bank. So I imagine that's how this is all. They're all connected. They're all connected, folks. I can no longer support America. I will support other countries, but I cannot continue to support America as they're raping us blind, stealing. They're using police as weapons. They're corrupt police, corrupt government, corrupt bank system, corrupt Wall Street. There was no bubble. It was a scam. There was no bailout because it was a scam. All a scam to get money. They've been robbing America blind for a while. So I was cleaning my air conditioner yesterday. I went outside to clean the fins on the back of it because I cleaned the inside of and it looks like somebody shot into my air conditioner with a BB gun or something. Got two sides of it where the fins are just blown away or whatever. I don't know what happened to it. So I'll be needing a new air conditioner. Countryside, country place apartments. Quit threatening me with lawsuits and police every time I talk about this town or this apartment complex. Right? I can't stand being threatened. You know, coming from a military family and they start threatening you, you just go nuts, right? You get on the tower and start taking people out, right? What they really do is they bring this on themselves. And then you see them on TV. Oh my God, a cop killed or some guy killed or something. I'm like, hey, that you brought it upon yourselves. You wouldn't let them people breathe. So they snapped and they killed them people. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. America will learn when someone says no, it means no. When someone says enough is enough, it means enough. So, yeah, I agree with a lot of the people. It's over. America's over with. The only way to regain America again is war. That's it. There's no other way. You got to go to war with the people, the higher ups, the Illuminati, whatever it is. You got to go to war. No way around it. They're not going to compromise. They're just not going to. And we know something's up because the cops are the ones that keep telling everybody, you better not call the FBI. I wouldn't do that. That's sure shine. That's sure as shit that, they know they're corrupt. Why don't they want you to call the FBI? Well, because they don't want to know what the jig is up. It's a big organization, a big group, a big gang. I don't know. I don't care. Always call up, folks. Don't call down. People will call the police. Don't call the police. Call up. Call Federal Bureau of Investigation. Let them know, hey, listen, we're getting railroaded out here. You call CIA, intelligence. These people are actually terrorists within our organization. You call Pentagon. I've called Pentagon before. That's no shit. They think I'm lying. I'm like, no, I haven't. I've called the Pentagon before. Always call up. We know the bottom half is corrupt. Right? Always call up. You can. People are like, call your congressman. No, they're corrupt. Now I know that's going to upset Uncle Ted Nugent because he's saying, call your congressman, tell him what's going on. In a corrupt state, the congressman is corrupt, right? Call your mayor. Well, we know the mayor's corrupt because the police work for the mayor. Unless the mayor don't know what his police force is doing. It's so bad you can't even trust your own family. Your own family really ain't your own family. You were kidnapped. It ain't your real family. Right? Even we're seeing even family people killing their own family, stealing from them, whatever it may be. America's over with. The whole thing's over with. I lost faith in everything. The only way to solve anything is you got to go to war. No way around it. They're not just going to say we made a mistake and walk away and here's your money. It ain't going to happen. I wish it would happen that way, but it ain't going to, folks. The only way to do this is war. A complete abomination, obliviation of a country. And then you rebuild it with morals and integrity. Right? The only way to do it. Every time I go into a gas station, they check my money. They literally, the whole town, with the churches, the banks, the businesses. Uh, how do they do it? Well, some of these gas stations have been overtaken by gangs, right? They come in, they get their gang members or club or whatever in there, sometimes even mafia. The mafia comes in, they take over, they push the owner out. And therefore, then the mafia or the gang or whatever organization it is pulling money out of your folks' account, and they're making money. They're double dipping. They'll charge if you go get gas or a pack of cigarettes. They have that information. They'll run it through again. They don't need your card number or anything because they already have that. So they run it through again and charge you another $7 for a pack of cigarettes, and then they just say, "Oh well, he came in and bought a pack of cigarettes." We're pretty much hip to the shit in this small little town. All their rackets, right? Like I said, folks, always call up Pentagon. I called the White House. Yeah, no joke, man. There's actually a answering machine there that takes calls. I left a message, right? My name is such and such. I'm being scammed by a mortgage company, and I have a disability, and I'm not standing down. Here all along, they thought I was from Germany. I'm like, no, I was born and raised right here in America. My family, their father, and their fathers were born right here in America. So they were just robbing me blind. They thought I was some kind of a Nazi. I'm like, I'm only 50 years old. How can I be a Nazi? I'm not even from Germany. They're nuts. They just do whatever. They just take whatever. They seize whatever. They just do whatever they want. Don't worry, I'll go to the bank tomorrow and I'll get a full printout of everything. But like I said, it's all you can't even trust the banks because the banks are set up now. They'll print off fake bank reports and withdrawals and everything. That's how corrupt it's become, folks. Even the banks are in on it. And here pretty soon the banks are going to scream out for a bailout because we're heading towards it. I know they're saying that on TV, well, inflation is great. Everything's going great. It ain't, folks. How many times are you folks? It brings me back to a song that a band that I know has wrote, and if little birdie told you that the sky was falling, would you come crawling back again? I bet you folks would, and you did. It ain't good. People, it's only good for the people that are stealing from us. It's great for them. I mean, inflation's great. Everything's going great. It's great for them. It ain't great for us, the citizens. You know? So therefore, they have done it to you folks again. And we're going to be heading out. It's that time of season. The real estate balloon is back. The car dealers are back. Why? It's a scam, a bailout. We're not selling cars. We're not, loans ain't going up. Well, because you're ripping the people off. So nobody's buying nothing. They're going to other countries to get money. They're going to other countries to get medicine, bringing it over to America because the healthcare system in America will not cover the medicine. They got us Americans by the balls. And when you go and try and survive and go to another country to get medication a lot cheaper and bring it back across the borders, they hit you with that. Right? So we know that they're stealing from me. We know the jig is up. Yes, I've called the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I've called CIA. I've called even the Pentagon and the White House before and voiced my opinion. That's why they went after Mr. Trump and so many more, because we were right all along. They have stolen quadrillions from many of us. I come from out west anyways. I was trafficked myself as a child. Who knows? Kidnapped? Probably. Held for hostage? I'm being held for hostage right now. Nah, it's the bird. The bird is the word, is the bird is the word. I'm finishing my coffee. The sun is coming out. It's a glorious day. America is not the best country anymore. I'm determining who will be labeled the best country in the world. And let me tell you my standards of best country: hygiene, healthcare, food, and a society. Kiki Eyes says, if anything is being taken out of your bank account, your contact us before they allow it to go out. I told them that. I've gone in there numerous times saying, don't let anything come out of this chat. It's a government account. It's a Social Security account, a disability account. Don't let anything go through. And they're like, who the hell are you? I am who I say I am. And don't let people be taking anything out of my account because my computer got hacked. So anyone could be taking money out of my account. So they were like, yeah, screw you. Right? I had to go in there and get 3 different bank cards. I'm like, can't I just change my account? Just a whole brand new account instead of keeping the same account that they have the information on and the routing numbers on. Nah, you can't do that. You'd have to call Social Security. You'd have to go through all this red tape. You'd have to go through all this crap all over again just for a new bank account number. I was like, yeah, that's how they're doing it. They don't want you to change that bank account number. Why? Because they already have the routing number to it. and your PIN number. So why would they want you to change it? You get a new one. Well, now they don't have the new routing number, the new account number. And it just continues to go on and on and on. Right? Like I said, we are going to determine who is going to be the best country. It is no longer the United States, folks. And I have some good running countries in there. It is about the people at that country, and they operate without a military. Very peaceful country. The health is very good. And once again, they operate without a military. Let's see, Kiki Eyes says, corruption is all over the world. There's no place safe anymore. You're right, Kiki. Never connect your account or bank in no way, shape, or form on your computer. Yeah, I didn't. I used my bank account number or my bank card on my computer once, and that's how they got it. I think it's probably the companies. Either it's YouTube or it's YouTubers or it's companies doing it. Probably companies or something, right? That's the best way to get through with it or get away with it, is if it's a company, probably a gas station or something where I don't use my bank card that much. I mean, I do, but it's only in local areas here, right? But see, I always remember. So every business I use my banking card at, I write that business name down, whether it be a gas station, Walmart, uh, the dollar store, because I do all my shopping right around in this area. So when I get my thing back and my bank statement and it shows, hey, you purchased something over here, it's way out of my distance. I know I don't go that far. So you got to keep, and you know what? I got a disability. So it's bad enough I wake up every day and got to keep my sanity and realize I can't go into full scale war, right? Because therefore they'll come at me saying, you went into full scale war. So I just sit and wait. We're just waiting. We're just sitting and waiting. They all become terrorists, the hub of the terrorist gang organization, whatever. Stealing people's souls, money, and anointings and everything. Kiki I says, Johnson says the bank contacts you every time there's a debit. You must live in a town with one bank and a population of 10. It's a small town, and there is only 2 banks in town. 3, I think. No, they just built a new one. Um, about 6 months ago it opened, I think, or a year ago. A whole bunch of gas stations, 1 McDonald's, a Subway, and a Chinese place. Oh, I think there's a Pizza Hut on the outskirts of town. Yeah, Kiki, that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. Yeah, Subway ain't even $5 anymore. They're like $7 for a 6-inch or something. Right? I don't know. Them are the only places I really eat. Subway, I'll use my debit card there. The gas stations, I use my debit card there. The grocery store in town, I use my debit card there. It might be a group of uh, businessmen that are really sticking it to me because I just won't go along with the program. I ain't worried about it, right? I'm starting to realize government, Mr. President, and everybody, the only way you're really going to get ahead in this world is to kill people, right? That's what they're always telling me. You got to send a message to these people that you're not going to let them. They've been stealing from you since you were a kid. But I don't want to break God's number one rule. So I make movies about it, right? How I wish I could do these things to these people. How I wish I can put them in one of my devices and torture them. But I can't do it but in a movie I can. And that's what I do. And deep down inside, I can't stand this country. I supported my family, military people, everybody that was in military, all the government branches, and they let these people just walk all over me. I supported God, never the devil, and even the Lord let these people just rape me and pillage me and steal my anointings and talent and everything. Looks, face, body parts, everything. So I'm starting to understand what the Pentagon and all these people are saying. Stand up, wipe these people out. Let them know that you will not put up with this, no matter who they are. But I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I can do that. I have a conscience. I don't know if I can wipe out 5 million people. I would like to. I would like to. Don't get me wrong. I would like to. I'm a pretty good chemist, right? Uh, I watch a lot of war stuff. We've allowed this way too long in our country. This witchery, sorcery crap, this abomination of everything. And that was many moons ago, Kiki said. That was the catch of the day, Kiki. Johnson says. Bird says God still wins in the end. If God's even God, could be an alien. Uh, who knows? Debbie, how you doing? Did you sleep good, then? Hope you're doing all good. Hope everybody's doing good. So now I got to go through all this red tape again, change everything. Uh, now these son of a bitches poison me and everything. Coffee tastes good. Not unless they took something out early. Are there any holidays this month? Maybe they took something out early. One of my payments early. Is there a holiday coming up? That's probably what it was. False alarm. False alarm. What is today? I don't know. False alarm, probably. Labor Day is coming up. When's that? I don't know. I've lost all concern of holidays. I don't know. I'm dealing with a bunch of backstabbers in my life. Con artists. So now I got to go through all this crap, change my account. I'm wondering if I should just get out of that whole thing. And they all work together. They're all from these YouTube channels. They all know each other. I'm just tired of it. You hear that, FBI, CIA, Pentagon? I'm tired of it. You get your way. I know I've been doing my best to try and bring some sanctuary before we went into full-scale war in America, but there's no other way to do it, folks. There's just no other way. I haven't done nothing. They stole my anointings, and it took me 10 years to relearn how to play music all over again. They stole that from me. They just keep stealing everything. Bunch of thieves. No, I don't do anything too much anymore, Bird. Haven't been playing guitar. Like I said, the devil came creeping like two black cats do. Stole my shit. They'll even steal your crusty underwear and put it out on YouTube or Amazon or whatever. Photos, whatever. These people are just a bunch of scammers. Yes, Kiki, have a great day. Be safe. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen to me too, where someone took money out of my bank account because my computer was hacked. And I had money in there to pay a bill, but the hacker or whoever these people are got into my account and took $200 out. And the bill came in that I was supposed to pay. I thought the money was in there. And they were like overdrawn. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just deposited $200. I got a bill coming out tomorrow. I didn't touch it. They're like, oh, well, this company, did you authorize these people to take money? I'm like, no, who was it? It was a dating site. I'm like, I don't belong to a dating site. Well, here's another one. They were like, do you know these people? I'm like, no, I don't. I told you 3 times my computer was hacked, and somehow these people got into my account or got my bank card number or whatever. So I was overdrawn. I had to go and get more money, put it back into the bank. Plus, I had to pay uh, 50 something dollars or $60. And I was overdrawn. Then the bank manager came out and said, oh, well, we'll get your money back. You know, I'm like, I've been in here 3 times. You gave me 3 different cards. I've asked just to change my bank account number. So then they just have no way of getting into my account. My computer was hacked. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, who told you your computer was hacked? I said, see that computer business place across the street from you? And they were like, that's the place you took it to? I said, yeah, right there. They're right next to you. That computer guy, I gave my computer to him, and he went through it, and it was hacked, and it was very sick, he said. He was like, your computer was very sick, and someone hacked into it and everything. And I said, walk over there and talk to him. They called that guy. The guy said, yeah, I worked on his computer. It was hacked, and someone got into his computer. And then they were like, oh, well, we'll put the money back in and everything. I'm like, well, what about that? I mean, when you got a disability and you ain't got billions in the bank, they'll just, oh, well, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I never belonged to Grind Johnson. I never belonged to Grind. What is Grind? I have no idea. Can someone tell me what Grind is? Grinder? What the heck is Grinder? No, I'm not gay, Johnson, so quit hitting on me. That's the problem with America, right? That's the problem with America. Well, it weakened out there. It's just going to be a lot of flooding out there, a lot of earth moving around in California, a lot of landslides, but damaging winds and everything. I think it pretty much weakened enough to where it's just going to be a lot of rain, a lot of flooding, landslides, and stuff like that. Down south is next, and then I think the East Coast. I think they got a storm that's going to come up and hook around, but that might diminish. And there's a lot of activity with the hurricanes right now, and a lot of the meteorologists are saying we're getting a lot of activity, unnormal activity, and with the storms. But that always every year it's like that. It's always like that every year. Well, what a lot of people don't realize, Bird, is if you pay attention to the storms lately, they are starting to spin on land like hurricanes. So, this is something that if you're into science, which I am and everything, this is a sign where you are actually having hurricane storms and winds over land instead of water. And that only happens on a planet that has been dormant or is on its way to dormancy, meaning we're starting to see a lot of these storms over land with no body of water start to spin like hurricanes. So that is something uh, that we've been paying attention to. That um, when you got a spinning storm like that, and it's over. No, go up in Canada right now. Just got hit, and that was another storm that was spinning much like a hurricane, and it dumped a lot of rain and everything up there. I watched van waves this morning. They got dumped on up there, roads washed out and everything. So it is something going on. I know Elon Musk knows. I know Elon said, we're at that tipping point. We are, Elon. I hear what you're saying, Elon. Some of us are very intelligent, although we do have a disability. We're very intelligent people. You know, most of our intelligence is from probably alien. Like I said, I want to acknowledge the government and everybody. I want to say thanks to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, CIA, Pentagon, and the other 4 or 5 branches that nobody knows about. I do want to thank you folks for showing me. For 50 years, I've been sitting here, forgive and forget, turn the other cheek, and now I understand what you folks are saying. You got to stand up. You got to go out and get what you got. Uh, and sometimes you got to kill people to keep power and keep your money and do things. And here all along, I've been believing turn the other cheek and it's just money and yada, 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 right? But now I realize that there is no other way. We put it into God's hands and we're broke. We're disabled. We put it into God's hands and people didn't get what they wanted to see. And thus far, the people take things into their own hands. I agree with them. And I'm supporting the military and everything, and I'm just getting ran over as a civilian. I'm like, why are we supporting these people? Why are we paying taxes and supporting these people when they do something? Now a cop was killed, right? And they come to me and I'm like, it sounds like a civil defense or something, a civil thing. They're like, what? I'm like, well, that's what you told me when these people were stealing my home from me. You told me it sounds like a civil thing, right? That's what the authority says. Sounds like a civil lawsuit or something. I'm like, okay, well, don't come crawling to me. When, oh my God, they killed a cop. Well, it sounds like a civil thing to me. You'll have to sue them or whatever, right? Yeah, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to do? I don't run the country. I'm not corrupt, right? It sounds like a civil problem. You have to sue the state or whatever because they killed that cop. It ain't my problem. I didn't kill the cop. Cop shouldn't have been corrupt. I don't know, but the sun is shining. I got to get out there. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. It's a great morning. Oh, glory goes to God, of course. Right? Thank God for another day. I got stuff to do. This is a 2-hour video. You know what? I'm tired of letting these people uh, control me. Even these YouTube channels, some of them are just, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. But I want to thank everyone for stopping in today. Enjoy your Sunday. God bless everybody. Don't worry, government, Pentagon, White House. I understand what you're saying now. If I don't do anything, they'll just continue to steal, rape, pillage, and every anointing, everything, every piece of music I've done. They've already took my Pro Tools stuff and everything. I can't even play my Pro Tools stuff because they mute it. And that's probably because someone bought my YouTube channel or rights or whatever. They're making billions off of me. So I do want to thank the government, the ex-president, uh, FBI, CIA, all the branches, and the 5 branches that no one knows about. I want to thank them. I want to thank God for letting these people run all over me, poison me, kill me, do whatever. Enjoy your day, folks. Keep an eye on the weather. Oh, stock up on weapons. Now, remember, check your local garage sales. I've come across some great weapons, very cheap, great stuff, little knickknacks and everything. Right? When you're poor, you live poor. Right? I'm poor. So I buy dollar store stuff, garage sale stuff. You know. So keep an eye on your local garage sales and barn sales, right? You can get a good deal. Plus, you're helping out your community. God bless everyone. Have a great day. Thanks everyone for stopping in. I'm sorry, Johnson, today you didn't trigger me and I didn't get all crazy and yelling. Then again, it ain't really me. It's these people trespassing on me. Right? And that's what it is. But thank all of you. Have a great day. God bless everyone. Uh, yeah, you're out there in South Bend, Elkhart area, Bird. That's all. Yeah, I've been out there before. It's crazy out there. The only thing that's good out there is the bridge that they had lit up with all the lights. But yeah, I've been out there, South Bend, at the Guitar Center and stuff out there. South Bend, Elkhart area. Up here in Michigan and everything. If you go to Guitar Center sometime, well, if you're known within the guitar community and Guitar Center or whatever, sometimes you go in there and they'll load you with stuff. I've gotten posters and all kinds of free stuff from Guitar Center. So if you're known within the guitar community, uh, and I dealt with Guitar Center for many, many years. Sometimes you get a good deal. They'll throw you a great deal on stuff, uh, and they'll give you free stuff. And that's always cool. Free stuff is always good. And I still love Guitar Center, right? I still love Guitar Center. For a poor man, Guitar Center is the only way to go. They have a huge, uh, they have a huge selection of used equipment. And if you're a poor boy like me, uh, you can't afford a $10,000 guitar. So you buy You buy used. But enjoy your Sunday, folks. All glory goes to God. Have a great day. Debbie, thanks for stopping in, and all the people stopping in. Have a great day. God bless. And keep an eye on the weather. It's changing.